Yo, Wagwan Nation, it's that guy, knotlocks, and I'm happy to present episode 11 of reacting to subscribers' dreads. So make sure you stay tuned, stay subscribed. This is Not Nation. Yes, we always get to these videos every once in a while, reacting Dread Edition. I have 3 or 2 more episodes I'm going to get out after this one. So stay tuned. If you didn't see yourself in this episode, you may be in the next one, because I have to break it down. Yazime. So getting right into this video, looking at this dude's locks here. These dreads actually pretty cool because it's just like a strip down the top, kind of like a mohawk of dreads. And by the sectioning here, I can see some rubber bands at the roots. So probably been crocheted a little bit. You don't need the rubber bands down at the root though, brethren. And you can also see that there is some dye and some bleach here. Some bleach to make it blonde for these high top dreads. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. Looks like there's a ponytail of them at the back as well. It says he's maintained longer dreads for the first month and freeformed after. 1 year of hair growth total. I had a mohawk, then I stopped trimming the sides and truly freeformed them. So, thing again if I don't hit it. So, yeah, these dreads in the baby dread stage. Looking pretty fresh. At the back you can really tell that there is some matting happening. So yeah, brethren just needs to let them keep growing. Stay patient with them. And they're already locking up, and they're going to start to combine soon to start really making some thick dreads. This dude's dreads, crazy. A lot of frizzy hairs happening around the top and the wispy tips that have been bleached. So his dreads are very low in volume. Numerously only like, it looks like 10 to 20 dreads on his head. And he's even got some dread jewelry, some clasps going on over there. It looks like a metal clasp, it might be a bead. Pretty interesting look. I'm always amazed when people have fewer dreads on their head than anything. This one looks like it's actually high top, and the sides might be growing in now to dread further. And definitely between 10 and 15 dreads in total. So it's cool to see people with fewer locks as well, because for a long time having many locks was the look and the trend. This dude's dreads getting pretty creative with all the jewelry and the beads and the clasps in there. Matches the lights on the top. Interesting enough. Baby dreads still. Good shit, man. I see them growing. Did this one start in my freeform dreads with braids. Cool. Freeform dreads from braids, they do work. You just got to keep them in after you braided it up. They will start to come in thicker than what your braids actually are. And yeah, hoping for some thick locks, like he says. He's just gonna not want to separate them at all when they start to combine. When the new growth starts to come in, they're gonna start to connect to each other, and that's how you get the thick dreads. So keep that in mind, because it is definitely going to happen. Little rain lately, frizzy's coming out, but big difference within the last month. Yo, those are sick. And his length is like optimal as well. Going right down past the collarbone. Dreads looking frizzy because of the rain. Yeah, it happens, but that's fine, bro. You know, frizzy dreads are dreads. You know, that's what dreads are. Looking at the front, his part is like right in the middle. Kind of comes down right there. You can avoid this, you know, if you're trying to keep in mind of that, by putting more dreads on the front line here. but when you have like lesser dreads at the front, like 2, they just kind of split in the middle. My old dreads did that, and the split here kind of bothered me a bit. This time around it's not doing it so much, but it's all in personal preference. This guy says he started his freeform locks 4 months in this little weird spot. So speaking of bald spots, this dude's got kind of a weird spot right here in the middle, on the top of his head, right in the middle on the top. And honestly, it might just be where your cowlick is. Everyone's got a cowlick on their head where their growth pattern kind of starts. And with the parting of your locks, this may show more. Like I said before, I had a part here, and it kind of did that. As it got heavier, it grew bigger and bigger. But essentially, you shouldn't worry because it's not a bald spot really. It's just the way your hair is parting. If you were to shave your head down, like it would, your hair would grow back there still. What you can do here is just wait it out. Your dreads will get long enough, you'll be able to flip it back over that spot. Or you could try combining your locks over that spot, and it's going to create a dread over that little section. It's a little tricky to do it by yourself. There are locticians out there that are very good at this type of recovery, but maybe it's something you should look into. This dude's dreads reminds me of my old dreads. Interlocks, very skinny, very numerous, voluminous. They look pretty dope. Keep it up. Damn, this guy's dreads are insanely matted, congoed, free-formed. Check out the bottom of his dreads where they are like supposed to be blunted, or not supposed to be, but they are blunted but like fat and matted. Way thicker than what they are at the root. So this guy definitely going the free-form route with zero maintenance. He hasn't been doing any sort of upkeep to keep his free forms a little bit prim and proper. Some people might like palm roll or like crochet a little bit, but no, this dude is just letting them go. Even separating is a little bit a form of maintenance on freeform locks. I wonder if he's doing so, but his dreads looking really nice. And I think that's, this is a new guy here. So this guy's dreads looking really dope too. Very skinny, light brown color. He's got some beads and some jewelry in there. Very cool. He's got even like a front ponytail happening, pineapple top. I like how he's got like kinky waves going down in some of his dreads. He's got a lot of blunted tips as well, and he's at that optimal length. Really cool set of locks. Those are really nice dreads. This is 14-month freeform progression. Looking real dope. Something about freeform dreads that just like capture the culture so precisely. This here being the baby dread stage, the awkward stage, a year in, and he probably won't exit this stage until another year out of this. And it's very important to embrace the awkward stage because it doesn't last forever, and it boosts your confidence the most. What? Alabama shit. Those are dope. Now these are some Congos, freeform, Dukes, Wicks. Notice how they started from little skinny fingers and balled up into some big ass dreads down to the root. Now this is some real Florida shit right here, but we're seeing it down in Alabama. These are probably taking the win for today's freeform dreadlock reviews from the subscribers end. These are looking insane. I love how you can't see any of his scalp, and he has no frizzy hair really, considering like his scalp is pretty like smooth afro underneath there. Those are insane. I think those are wicked. This guy looking like LaMelo Ball. Short little dreads, Playboy Cardi style a little bit. Free forming them in. Keep it going, man. High topped up. I like the tips, how they're like kind of ununiform. And yeah, you're not really showing any scalp at all. Nice thick new growth. Perfect, man. These are gonna look sick when you get older. Kind of reminds me of Sideshow Bob in the early stages. Whoa. Another set of high top dreads, most likely crocheted method. Got a little bit of dip dye happening on some of these dreadlocks as well. Frizzy hairs, wispy tips, and yeah, it's a good look. It's a real cool look. I think he'll be even happier. I'm not saying you're not happy with them now, but you'll be even happier with them when you get your hair down a lot longer. Dreads are always funner when you have them longer. This guy says, just discovered your YouTube channel. It's awesome. Thank you. He's thinking about getting out dreads for years. So with hair like this, type 1 long hair, this dude could actually crochet his dreads pretty good at this point. And then freeform them from there. You don't really need to have any maintenance. You could also just let your hair freeform up from here as well. Just stop using residue shampoo. And use some cold water and let them really form together in clumps. I think this could work well for you as well. So just a few options there to start. I would just start by letting your hair dread up naturally and see where that takes you. I've been watching your videos for a long time. I decided to start doing dreadlocks. Do you have any tips for me? My starter locks right now, I'm doing the method of salt water. I have a question. When should I wash my locks when you're starting your free forms? Honestly, I usually go 3 weeks before I give it the first wash, and then you can wash it like every 3 weeks, every 2 weeks, but use cold water and don't use residue shampoo. That's the only thing. This guy says, shave my sides with 5 inches of hair, collar to hairline. Started 2 with wax, 2 with back combs crochet, and 3 with twists. He kind of went with all of them. He kind of went with all the methods here. Just testing them out. Testing out the methods, seeing what works. Hopefully one of them chooses to be the best method. You could probably just freeform them in, bro. Just give it that time to freeform in, and they should be okay. They should be all right. This dude here growing some high top dreads hanging down the front with the hoodie. Pretty messy, pretty lively, looking good, man. Whoa, these are like some twists, very plentiful, high top as well. Probably close to like 50 or 60 of them here. Thrasher. Yeah, very standard high top dreads, you know. Looking pretty dope. With the Bape hoodie on, baby dread stage, but they're not awkward looking. Probably because they're tamed down through the twisting. Had these been freeform, they would be all over the place right now. This dude, another X-Tenation tribute. This guy holding it down with a little bit more length on his X dreadlocks. Once again, people going with the yin yang style over any X tribute. I think it looks pretty cool. It's really neat to see how he's popularized this look right now, and it's like right away you know whose hairstyle that was. So big up X for that. R.I.P. bro, we miss you, and their music is better than ever. I swear. These guys dreads right here, looking freeform-tastic. Wispy tips, curly tips. Not too snabby. I'm liking the way these ones are looking actually, because they're very plentiful. And I wish this guy all the best in his journey. He says first photo was taken freeforming, second photo was when I got my dreads crocheted. So that's crochet. You can kind of see some parting here, a little bit more form in the dreads, and then this was freeform. So it's kind of giving us like a Bit of a neater. You can kind of see the form of his locks. And now that he's got these free-formed, so now he's got these crocheted once, he could go back to free-forming again because the crochet has given him a nice form to work with at this point. So yeah, I'm gonna end this one here. I'm just gonna save some space here because I'm not sure how the recording is gonna save after this, but definitely thanks for watching this dread review. If you never saw yourself this time, come back next time. There's always a chance that I recorded it and it's just in the next video. But thanks for watching. I appreciate all the reviewers, all the subscribers out there sending me their dreads and helping this channel grow. So I appreciate your faces and your dread heads. But I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, one love, stay happy and nappy, brothers and sisters. Gone.